Let's go on a journey together and explore beauty like you've never seen before. We're traveling the globe to see the most incredible architecture, spectacular art, and blow your mind designs, and meeting the most creative people in the world. I'm Felicia, and as always, I might be a little off color. I'm at Art Basel in Miami, Florida. This is the premier art venue internationally. There are 4,000 artists represented here, and about 700,000 people will walk through these doors this weekend to see some of the best artists in the world. The vibe couldn't be cooler, and the people couldn't be hotter.
So I'm a huge fan of art in all aspects.
But no star is bigger this weekend than the art itself. There's Jack Black. That, my friend, is art. No invitation required. We're all invited and entitled to our own artistic interpretations.
Wherever you're standing, you get a different viewpoint, just like life.
Just like life.
Just like
You're
life.
a philosopher and an art lover.
Everyone wants a hanging garden. You don't have to.
You don't have to water it.
You don't have to water it.
What was the inspiration for this?
It's an art. This is a Venezuelan artist who collects books.
Long overdue library books? Problem solved. Art Basel takes place 3 times a year. In Basel, Switzerland, where the name originated, and in Miami and Hong Kong. The atmosphere is electric and the artwork unparalleled. The Landau Fine Art Gallery is offering multi-million-dollar paintings, including a showstopper by Jean Dubuffet. Is it such an amazing work of art that every artist who walks in here recognizes the quality of this?
They will. It really is. It's got everything that you want in Dubuffet. But its extraordinary size is very important because he never did this quality and this size, but very rarely. And these strong, bright colors is what everybody wants from Dubuffet.
How much is this painting?
This is $15 million.
$15 million.
15.
I see why you have it roped off
Well,
now.
because we don't want people bumping into it.
Jean Dubuffet was the wonder boy of post-war Europe. In addition to his extraordinary paintings, he created monumental sculpture that can be seen all around the world today. I have to ask you a personal question.
Yes.
Because there are a lot of people who would like to be handling this kind of art in the world. And so I know you're in this little teeny tiny percentile of important art dealers in the world. And what got you to where you are?
I used to make fur coats for 25 years. And I built up the biggest fur company in the world. And I was in a department store called Harrods in England.
Sure.
You might have heard of Harrods.
Sure.
I had the big fur department there. And I bought my first painting from the antique department in Harrods. From our little world, we become one of the most important in our field.
And I got Mr. Landau to reveal a well-kept secret you might find really interesting.
I shouldn't say this, but it's true. Women are better at picking art than men.
You heard it here first. Controversial, maybe, but real trouble is brewing 2 aisles over at Art Basel.
A woman has been charged with attempted murder after stabbing another woman at the biggest art fair in the U.S.
And get this, the attack was wrongly interpreted by onlookers as performance art. And there was performance art, so you can understand the confusion. If only Carlos and Jason Sanchez had been here. They stage controversial events and photograph them.
So most particular here is the guy on his cell phone taking a picture of what is this horrific experience and then our relationship to that.
Because of the 2 people that flank the edges, we're part of the crowd.
Completely.
It just draws you into that entire scene and makes you a part of it.
Yeah,
That's very powerful. Colombian artist Jose Olano makes his own political statement. He blames the population explosion in South America on the drug cartels. These white dots represent people and cocaine. Have you seen that TV show called Narcos?
Yep.
What did you think of that, being from Bogota?
Well, for us, it's been a big and very painful story, And for us, I like seeing this as entertainment is a little bit tough. Because, we live that. And now we realize that that's not just our problem, it's a global problem, so.
Art making political commentary, giants of art history, and priceless art like these Matisse and Picasso paintings, all on display and for sale at Art Basel.
This piece is by an artist named Jose Alvarez. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's gotten a lot of attention here today. I've been standing back watching people, and everybody who comes by looks at it and smiles, and it just is so expressive and happy. If you have $60,000, this can be yours.
And look who I ran into, one of the newest and most exciting young artists from Slovakia, 28-year-old Andrej Dubrovsky.
These are incredible.
Oh, really? Thank
Yes,
you so much.
I think they are. Explain why these are behind the fence.
Just, it's like forbidden a little bit, you know.
I look at it like happiness that you can't touch, because
Yeah, something like
the
that.
fruit is so pretty and appealing, but you're just blocked from reaching it.
Exactly.
Then there are always those artists who push the envelope. I'll let you interpret these yourself, because I just don't get it. This artist goes for pure whimsy, incorporating musical instruments with a treehouse filled with
Birds.
Real birds?
Real birds, actually. So
In the
birds-
museums?
In the museum, yeah. And they have a microphone, and each bird actually sort of speak to the microphone and speak to each other.
How much is this?
$32,000.
Okay. All right. I can see that.
You can take it.
Well, I mean, if I buy it, I might have to live in it. You know, the birds and I, we get close.
Meet Daniel from London. He's made a big splash and a lot of cash selling all of his African-inspired paintings.
Hand Over the Mouth is inspired by an African god called Bumba, which was the god of creation and vomit.
Only a Brit can make vomit sound so good.
They believe that he created the world through vomiting out the sun and then vomiting out the animals and the earth.
And why did that fascinate you so much?
It's just the absurdity of it, how peculiar it was. You know, I'm not a political artist. I feel like, I like existential ideas. You know, what it is to be human.
That's the human dilemma, actually,
Yeah,
knowing why we're here.
Yeah, it's the only thing we don't know.
When the doors close to Art Basel, the nightlife in Miami is just starting to sizzle.
Okay, would you call this art?
Sorry?
I love tattoos. Show me what you got there.
These are butterflies, good and evil. Good, evil.
Interesting. Who's the lady here?
A model from the internet.
She looks like she's been in a coffin for a while.
She's dead.
Why?
It's a Mexican tattoo.
Why do you want? Oh, like the Day of the Dead,
Right.
their celebration.
Right.
Now, how come? Like, what? Why did you choose those tattoos?
Mostly because I like it and I always want to show good and bad.
Why?
Good and evil. I don't know. I like it.
Do you kill people when no one's looking?
What used to be called graffiti is now known as street art. The Wynwood Walls in Miami feature some of the best street art in the world.
For street art, Art Basel is the Mecca, the promised land.
That's so cool, because this whole area started out with just graffiti on all of these warehouses, correct?
Correct. It was a rundown area, it's a tough area. I mean, when we started doing it, there was no money in street art.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't think it even had a name. It was just called not having a job and wasting your life. But sometime in the early 2000s, mid-2000s, galleries got a bit interested. You could sell a canvas, and look what it's come today.
The action continues all over town. In fact, it's getting downright wild. And since it's Miami, the beautiful people are out in full force, including a face and body you may recognize from her 50 magazine covers. Meet Leah Jung.
How many tattoos do you have?
About 300 hours worth.
Oh my goodness. Is that your whole body almost?
Oh, I mean, I have all my torso and most of my leg here and my back.
Well, what do you do when you run out of space? Do you put on like 80 pounds? Just gain weight, right? You'll have a lot more canvas.
Right, I'll have bigger, more skin. That's a terrible idea.
You won't get any work though, just here to tell you.
I'll be out of a job.
And then I fell in love with these stunning, one-of-a-kind rugs from Soho Design House.
Everybody knows that carpets are really expensive,
Right.
so why not have a carpet be a work of art?
Absolutely.
And it's an heirloom, right?
Absolutely. That's one of the words we use. It's functional art.
These rugs are all designed by well-known artists. This rug took 6 months to make, and every color you see was dyed specifically for this piece.
I love how passionate you are. And what I always tell kids who are designing, everything in our world is designed. Every brand, every package, anything you look at was designed by somebody. So what has happened that we think there isn't an opportunity for anyone with a vision in this world to make it happen?
First of all, there needs to be confidence. You need to believe in what you're doing. Even if it exists, you need to have confidence in yourself. If you believe in something, you just have to keep doing it. And it's about keep doing it.
I asked Jacob if he would design a rug specifically for me and my little dog Tito, wearing a pink bow.
What would you do if I ordered that?
You know what?
Would you make it for me?
So there's that creative freedom. I would ask why. Yes, I would do it.
You would ask why.
But I would not present it under a label.
I think that means no. Inside the art galleries, parties are in full swing. Brazil's Mateus Bayonne brings the walls to life with his fantastical birds.
I've been painting birds for the last 4 or 5 years now, and these are birds I create by my own. Birds that live inside my head, my own universe.
What you do is so big and beautiful, and it's almost theatrical and very detailed at the same time.
Thank you.
Where else can you discover new artwork and visit with the international artists who create it?
You got this whole cool thing going on. You've got your posse here.
Yeah, they want to know. They ask me
Who
what
are
it was
these people?
about. I don't know them.
Okay,
Never.
but you know him. Oh.
He's the best artist here.
The best artist here.
Mateus Goulart's paintings are big and bold and a little playful.
That paintings, when I made it, I totally wanted to express like my soul with something with color. So I put like a face. That one glows in the dark.
Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
What is so amazing about this event for you as an artist?
I mean, for me, it's the biggest opportunity, it's the biggest goal I ever did in my career, right? Basel, every artist in the world wants to be here now. It's inspiring, it's exciting. I'm so happy to be here.
Art Basel Miami, exceeding all expectations.